here. We were doing figures of speech. We have already completed figures of speech part 1 and part 2 in our previous 2 videos. Hope you all have gone through those videos and have understood 21 figures of speech that we have covered in the last 2 videos. Now we will continue the final segment of figures of speech part 3, in which we are going to discuss 5 remaining figures of speech. We will complete it today by this lecture. Let's start. See, the figure of speech we are doing today is transferred epithet. Now let's continue here. What is the meaning transferred epithet? See, in itself, if you see, you will understand the meaning. Transferred का मतलब क्या है? Transfer होना. And what do you mean by transfer? Change of place. एक जगह से दूसरा जगह जो जाते हैं उसको बोलते हैं transfer होना. Epithet. Epithet means adjective. In poetic language, adjective is known as epithet. The transferred epithet का मतलब क्या है मालूम है? You all know what is an adjective. We have done it in the parts of speech. Adjective का मतलब क्या है? Describing word. Those words that describe either a noun or a pronoun. Okay. Now what happens, you know, in transferred epithet, जो एडजेक्टिव जो नाउन को डिस्क्राइब करना चाहिए, इट इज नॉट डिस्क्राइबिंग दैट, इट इज यूज्ड फॉर सम अदर ऑब्जेक्ट और नाउन दैट इज एसोसिएटेड विद. लेट्स हियर एग्जाम्पल विद एग्जाम्पल. से ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट, you please understand, adjective is transferred from its noun, which it should be describing, but it is not. It is transferred, it's from its noun to some other noun or pronoun. With example, you will get a better understanding, and it is again a different way of writing figure of speech to enhance the poetic effect. Let's see now. I spent a sleepless night. I spent a sleepless night. यहाँ पे adjective क्या है? Sleepless. But actually, who is sleepless here? I. But here this sleepless is transferred from I to night. Night के लिए दिया हुआ से I spent a sleepless night. Night is described as being sleepless, but was night sleepless or I sleepless? It was me. So I spent a sleepless night. So here this epithet sleepless is transferred from the person I to night. Similarly, go to the next example. It was a tiring day. It was a tiring day. Now this adjective tiring is given for the day, but was the day tiring? No. It may be that person or that group of people who found that particular day tiring because they might be overworked or whatever the reason it is, but it is not definitely the day was tiring. It was a person who was tired. So transferred epithet, I hope you all have understood. It is adjective is transferred from its noun to some other object associated. Go for the next one, pun. Now what is pun? Pun in a way is full of fun, you can say, because what you do, you know, you take more meaning of a single word which it really intends to, but you take double meaning, you take more the meaning and try to make it humorous, or you try to take it another way so that more meaning you can imply from one single word. See, one can take more than one meaning of a word. Usually it's create fun and it is play of words. Example, you see, they call a sleeping bull a bulldozer. See now, they call a sleeping bull. You know what is a bull? Okay, bull को bulldozer. Now see this word bulldozer का एक ये particular example का मतलब का क्या है? A bull that dozes off. Dozers का मतलब नींद लेना. Okay, but दूसरा bulldozer का मतलब क्या है? That machine, that machinery that we use for building to transfer the things from one place to another and all. That one is known as bulldozer. So this is what the pun is intended in bulldozer. Pun. The literal meaning is what? Bull that is dozing. And another pun intended is what? The machine that is used for digging and that is used for building constructions and all. So the next example. An elephant's opinion carries a lot of weight. Now an elephant's opinion carries a lot of weight. यहाँ पे weight जो है, that is pun intended. An elephant's opinion is, you know, a seriously that person's or anything that is there that's the literal meaning of weight is what? That there is certain seriousness in that. What is pun intended? An elephant. Elephant is a huge animal having great weight. So that is a pun intended in this example. Okay. Now let's go for the next one, onomatopoeia. Now the figure of speech onomatopoeia is representing sound. That means sound is represented in words for poetic effect. See the example. Birds are chirping. Birds are chirping. Here the word chirping represents sound. So this is an example of onomatopoeia. See the next one. Down went the bell with gurgling sound. Down went the bell with gurgling sound. Here the word gurgling represents sound. So the onomatopoeia is easiest one. It is very easy. The word is used to represent sound for poetic effect. Okay, next we'll go for synecdoche. Yeah, you say synodoque. Now synodoque में क्या होता है मालूम है? One idea is used or one idea is understood by using another idea. There are 4 explanations for it. One by one I'll explain to you. See the first one is part for the whole. यानी कि whole एक idea use करने के लिए हम लोग part use करते हैं. Example सी, give me your helping hand. Now give me your helping hand. यहाँ पे hand part is used to designate the entire person. When I ask somebody that just lend your helping hand, doesn't mean that you cut your hand and give me. It is of no use. Your hand here stands for as a whole person. You please come down and help me to do some work. So that is what a part is used to designate the whole. Second explanation is what, whole for the part. The second way for synecdoche, they may use whole for telling the part of it. Example C. India won the match. Now, India won the match doesn't mean that entire Indian, that is 1.3 billion people, have gone for the match and they all have played and won the match. No, India here is for the part, for the team that is representing. It can be a cricket team, it can be a football team, whatever. A team को बताने के लिए whole is used. So India won the match में whole India is used for the part that is team. Understood? Now let's go for the third explanation for synecdoche. It is concrete for the abstract. Concrete का मतलब क्या है? Certain, that has shape, that has, you can see, you can touch. Concrete is used to tell the abstract. Abstract means just an emotion or a feeling which you just can feel. So concrete is used to tell the idea, abstract idea. See the example. There is a strange mix of fox and lion in him. See, strange mix of fox and lion. Now fox and lion is concrete, but it is used to tell what? That fox stands for what? Cunningness, slyness. Lion stands for its ferocity, fierceness. So it seems there is that this person is having cunningness as well as fierceness in him. So concrete is used to tell about the abstract in that particular person. Let's go for the next one. The last explanation for synecdoche is abstract for concrete. Means we use abstract to tell the idea, concrete idea. Example C. Alone a brave can do this. Now abstract is brave. Here the brave idea, brave is used to tell what? About the person who is really a brave person. A person who got real guts. A person who is really fearless. उसके बारे में बताने के लिए हम लोग ने abstract use किया हुआ है, that is brave. Understood? So let's finish off this and let's go to the last figure of speech, that is metonymy. Alright, let's start with the last figure of speech, that is metonymy. What is metonymy? Metonymy means change of name. That means instead of using the direct name, you use a specific characteristic symbol or things that are features that are very associated with that name. That is used instead of telling directly the name of that person or a thing. There are 4 characteristic explanation for that. Just like synecdoche, there are 4 explanations. Same way, metonymy also got 4 explanations. One by one, we will just go for. See the first one. The sign, symbol for the person or thing signified. We don't directly say the person that are signified. Instead of that, we are using the sign and symbol. See the example. He did not get permission from chair. Chair यहाँ पे symbol है. A sign है, chair. Okay. Here it means, doesn't mean the real literal chair. It means chairperson or chairman or a person who is in authority. The same goes another example. The crown declared this. The crown declared this. Crown stands for whom? The king. Alright. So the authority. So the symbol is used instead of naming that person who is in authority. Second example. second explanation, the instrument for the agent. Like we are using the instrument literally for the person that are there. Example, see, pen is mightier than the sword. Pen here stands for the writers or the philosophers who write great things, thoughts and all. It's mightier, means their philosophy is mightier than the sword. Again, an instrument, sword here stands for violence, or you know, the people who indulge in battles, fight, war and all. So it's purely saying that, what you know, violence is not good. So pen is mightier than sword. Pen for the is used for the agent writer, and sword, that agent for the fighters, we use this instrument sword. Okay, so that is the second explanation for metonymy. Third explanation is, what you know, the container is used to tell the thing that is inside it. Example, see, the kettle is boiling. The kettle kya hai? Bartan, you know, the container. But actually the kettle is not boiling. The thing inside is boiling. So instead of naming the thing, what we are using? The container. The container might contain water, tea, whatever it is. Okay, but instead of naming that, we are using the container for it. The kettle is boiling. And the fourth explanation, or the fourth way, it is the effect for the cause or the cause for the effect. Means instead of telling directly the cause, the name, we are using its effect. और उल्टा उसका effect use करेंगे हम लोग cause बताने के लिए. Serious example, COVID-19 has widowed her. Now COVID-19 is actually the cause, and उसका effect क्या है? She became a widow. So cause, that is COVID-19, is used to tell the effect, that is the death of her husband. Understood? This is the last of the figures of speech. Hope you have understood this lecture of figure of speech completely. Those who are watching this video for the first time, for the other videos of figures of speech, please look for the other videos, that are the previous videos, part 1 and part 2, so that all the figures of speech has been covered. Do subscribe this channel, share it with your friends and your relatives and groups too, and enjoy learning. Bye.